Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. Don't forget to help us by subscribing on our channel, clicking on notification icon to get all new. Our talk in this video is about Thor 4 movie. If you have other opinion, share in us please on the comments. Thor 4 directed by Taika Waititi has been pitched, says Tessa Thompson. Taika Waititi directed Thor 4 has already been pitched, Tessa Thompson reveals. Jumping in on the MCU train via 2017 single quote as Thor, Ragnarok, the actress plays Valkyrie in the franchise, one of the last members of Odin's elite Asgardian team who took on Hela, Cate Blanchett. The god of thunder, Chris Hemsworth, and Loki, Tom Hiddleston, stumbled across her on the junk planet of Sakaar, and cajoled her to join them and save Asgard from the goddess of death. The film ended with her aboard the Asgardian refugee ship on their way to Earth, but they were hijacked by Thanos and his men as seen at the start of Avengers: Infinity War. Breathing life into the Thor franchise, Ragnarok quickly became the general viewing public's favorite out of the trilogy. Unlike previous movies from the Marvel sub-franchise, gone were the dark and gloomy palette, and in its place were the trippy background reminiscent of Jack Kirby's psychedelic comic book panels. The aesthetic and new brand of humor perfectly complemented the roller coaster adventure for Thor. By the end of it, fans get an overhauled character and a revitalized film series. But with Ragnarok already the third in his franchise, there's an assumption that there's no more solo adventures for the character, although that may not be the case. According to Thompson during a recent Louisiana Times interview, a fourth Thor film has already been pitched at Marvel Studios. While the actress claims that she doesn't know specifics about it, she adds that Ragnarok director Waititi is said to be returning to helm the film. "I heard that a pitch has happened for another Thor film. I don't know how real that intel is, but I hear that the pitch has happened. I think the idea is Taika Waititi, who directed Ragnarok, would come back," she said. Valkyrie's whereabouts continue to be a mystery after skipping Infinity War, but after months of speculation, Avengers Endgame character portraits and special emojis confirm her survival with Thanos' decimation of half the life in the universe. The assumption now is she, alongside fan-favorite characters Korg and Meek, escaped the refugee ship and possibly continued their voyage to Earth. Whether or not they landed on the planet is another conversation, but they're expected to factor into the Phase 3 capper. Chances are that Thor will seek her out following their loss to the Mad Titan before he goes off to execute the fresh plan to take down the villain. It's curious if Marvel Studios will be willing to deviate from their three-film solo character adventures for Thor. Both Iron Man's Robert Downey Jr. and Captain America's Chris Evans trilogies felt like it tied up their respective headlining heroes' arcs, with many expecting their stories to end in Endgame. It's quite different with Odin's, however. Between finally nailing the tone they want for the character and a potential future that doesn't feel forced in the MCU, there's still so much he can do in the franchise, starting with Thor 4.